This presentation provides an introduction of the data storage options available with Azure, including SQL Server in a virtual machine and the Azure Data Services comprising Azure SQL Database, Azure DocumentDB, Azure Tables, and Azure Blobs. It then delivers an overview of Azure SQL Database and Azure DocumentDB. As a developer, most of the times we look into relational databases and what they have to offer. What we often overlook is the non-relational database options, which can handle certain tasks more efficiently when compared to the relational counterpart. However, we need to remain clear that certain operations remain definitely better suited to the fully featured relational databases which offer transaction processing and rich querying capabilities. Document databases, on the other hand, are key-value databases where the values are documents, essentially a collection of named fields and values. As a document database, Azure DocumentDB has the additional capabilities of transactional processing with better query performance on non-key fields. And it's managed as a service, it delivers elastic scale, and it's a schema-free data model that also provides internet access over HTTP with REST. Azure Tables stores a single serialized object for each key value, which is great for storing large volumes of data. In addition, Azure Blob is a key-value database where a key corresponds to files or folders. Both of these services support arbitrary data formats, and like Azure DocumentDB, it's a managed service to deliver elastic scale with a schema-free data model and internet accessibility. Infrastructure as a Service, or IaaS, then allows you to simply spin up a VM with an operating system image, and you can then install the database system of your choice, such as SQL Server. Platform as a Service, or PaaS, includes Azure SQL Database for relational workloads, Azure Tables for NoSQL, and Azure Blob for file storage in the cloud. It's important to understand the advantages of using an IaaS option over the PaaS and vice versa. Yes, IaaS does give you a lot of options, including the flexibility to manage your system as per your needs, but then you have to configure and manage your virtual machines end-to-end. With PaaS, you do not have to do that. For Azure Data Services, Microsoft manages the hardware and software for you, which includes setup, updates, software patches, scaling up, licenses, and every other aspect of the administration. This essentially abstracts the administration for the end user, who simply consumes the database service provided. Let's now take a closer look at Azure SQL Database and also Azure DocumentDB. Azure SQL Database is the intelligent cloud database service built for application developers. It's the only cloud database service that scales anytime, anywhere without downtime, and helps you efficiently deliver multi-tenant applications. Ultimately, it gives you more time to innovate and accelerates your time to market. Built-in advisors quickly learn your application's unique characteristics and then dynamically adapts to maximize performance, reliability, and data protection. And you can build applications and connect to your databases by using the languages and platforms you prefer, with the confidence that Azure SQL Database is secure and handles the mundane administrative tasks for you. Let's now take a look at the features and services of Azure SQL Database. It's a relational database as a service, fully managed by Microsoft. It's for cloud-designed apps when near-zero administration and enterprise capabilities are key. And it's perfect for cloud architects and developers looking for programmatic DBA-like functionality. Note that most of the Transact SQL features that applications depend on are supported in both Microsoft SQL Server and Azure SQL Database. Azure SQL Database offers elastic scale and performance. The service is a database as a utility with pay-as-you-grow scaling. This means that you can have more data storage and capacity as your service grows. This in turn means that you can have multi-tenant solutions and can manage multiple servers that are covered by a service-level agreement. Pools enable the ISV to purchase elastic database transaction units for a pool shared by multiple databases to accommodate unpredictable periods of usage by individual databases. Azure SQL Database offers business continuity and data protection. Point-in-time restore is designed to return your database to an earlier point in time. It uses the database backups, incremental backups, and transaction log backups that the service automatically maintains for every user database. This capability is available for all service tiers. You can go back 7 days with Basic, 14 days with Standard, and 35 days with Premium. Standard geo-replication is available for Standard and Premium databases, and it's designed for applications that can use the capacity of Standard service tier but have more aggressive recovery requirements than geo-restore can offer. When the primary database fails, you can initiate failover to a non-readable secondary database stored in the disaster recovery paired region. Active geo-replication is available for premium databases, and it's designed for write-intensive applications with the most aggressive recovery requirements. Using active geo-replication, you can create up to 4 readable secondaries on servers in different regions. Azure SQL Database offers familiarity and is self-managed. For those experienced working with Microsoft SQL Server databases, many capabilities and features are identical or at least similar. Azure SQL Database is the developer's intelligent cloud database service. It learns and adapts. As your app runs, Azure SQL Database continually learns your unique app patterns, adaptively tuning for performance, and automatically improves reliability and data protection, freeing you to focus on your app. It scales on the fly. When demand for your app grows from a handful of devices to customers in the millions, Azure SQL Database is the database service that can scale along with you, on the fly and with no app downtime. It redefines multi-tenancy. If you're a SaaS app developer writing a multi-tenant app that services many customers, you often make trade-offs in customer performance, management, and security. With Azure SQL Database elastic database pools, you no longer have to make that compromise. Creating elastic database pools help you manage and monitor multi-tenant apps and gain isolation benefits of one customer per database. It works with your environment. Develop your app with the tools and platforms you prefer. Azure SQL Database makes it easier to connect from a variety of technologies, enabling you to focus on developing business logic and apps using the tools you are familiar with. And it protects and secures. You can build security-enhanced apps in the cloud with built-in data protection, high availability, and security features, all without implementing custom code. With physical and operational security built into Azure, Azure SQL Database can help you meet the most stringent regulatory compliances. Azure DocumentDB is a NoSQL document database as a service, fully managed by Microsoft. It is for cloud-designed apps when querying over schema-free data and when reliable and predictable performance and rapid development are key. It's the first-of-a-kind database service to offer native support for JavaScript, SQL query, and transactions over JSON documents. It's perfect for cloud architects and developers who need an enterprise-ready NoSQL document database. The key benefits of DocumentDB can be broken down into 3 pillars. It delivers rich query and transactions over JSON data. It includes the concepts of query, automatic indexing, transactions, and a SQL-like query language. It's reliable and predictable performance, built for the cloud and tunable consistency with elastic scale. And Azure DocumentDB enables rapid development. The benefit of being part of Azure is that you build with familiar tools. Together, you have a service that is perfect for cloud architects and developers who need an enterprise-ready NoSQL document database. Azure DocumentDB is a document-oriented NoSQL database service designed for modern mobile and web applications. Azure DocumentDB delivers consistently fast reads and writes, schema flexibility, and the ability to easily scale a database up and down on demand. It enables complex ad hoc queries using a dialect of SQL, which supports well-defined consistency levels and offers JavaScript language integration with multi-document transaction processing using the familiar programming model of stored procedures, triggers, and user-defined functions.